Hey Capricorn, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for October 17th, 2024. This is for Capricorn, last shuffle for Capricorn. Let's see what's going on. Capricorn, well, we have fear and we have decrease. Some of you may feel like a fish out of water or an alien. Aliens may be important to you. You may be focusing a lot on UFOs or like extraterrestrial things or just unconventional thinking. Some of you may have like be obsessed with space and such, or not obsessed, I don't mean that word, right? But that may be an important aspect to you. But there's a fear here. They're saying, okay, I see an ace of wands that fell down to the ground. I think I may have caught it. Nope. I saw the ace of wands. Okay, I'm gonna grab that ace of wands. It seems like now things are becoming clearer for you, because if there's a decrease in the moon, that means that it's not so mysterious. You may be getting new information, and you may be afraid that there's going to be no peace. Some of you may be very concerned about the state of things. Maybe you may feel like there's going to be no peace. There's going to be conflict. Whatever new thing is being brought into your space, it might create conflict. It might be something that it's just something that may not fit. You may look at it and go, this does not go, right? Like how and I kid you not, this is an actual Capricorn I used to work with a long time ago when I was working in a restaurant. She was killing mayonnaise and banana sandwiches, and I was like, them things do not go together. And so there's a vibe of this, like something being added to something and it just doesn't go. For some reason Spirit brought that up, and I don't know if some people like that too. If that's the case, maybe they brought it up for a reason. I don't know. So I'm just gonna give you whatever comes. I have to trust it, because I have no idea sometimes why things are brought to me. But fear with temperance, death, king of wands, and eight of wands. Some of you may have had forward movement, forward motion in a direction, and you were confident as crap and things were falling together. And then all of a sudden, a delay. Spirit saying a delay is coming in because there is, what is this? What's the best way to put it is this: you are different from everyone else. You are unique. So what the blessings that are coming towards you will be unique. A lot of us feel like we can control or we can predict the steps of Spirit. They're almost throwing at you that you've got to give up having a fixed plan, and you have to allow for spontaneity and growth. Because when it comes to Spirit, when we are manifesting, right, we can't, the way the human mind works and the human experience works, right? The way the time is measured is through experience and experience, basically, right? That's how we measure a lot of our time. Well, Spirit does not measure anything off of experience with you. They're creating something new. So there's a lot with us where we go, I have a fixed plan. I just know that if I go to college and I do this, then I'm going to end up being here. Whereas what Spirit has in store for you is something you've never seen before. So you can't control it. You can't have a fixed plan when it comes to Spirit and when it comes to an ace of wands, or even the moon. The moon is like, this is a premonition that you're like, I can't even see that happening. That just is something I feel. And there may be some kind of vision that you can't experience. Like, I've never experienced this. I don't even know why I feel or I've seen this in a dream or a vision. A lot of you may be visionaries. A lot of you may have sacred knowledge, or may be able to sense other people's thoughts, and you don't know how or why. You can just look at someone and go, I don't know how, but I do. I can hear their thoughts, or I can tell by the way, and you may be trying to suss it out, like, well, I mean, it's obvious. Look at their facial expression. And it's not that. There's no way you could know, right? But there's something about Spirit saying that some of you may feel or know that you're telepathic. You're able to push energy towards others and get things to move. Spirit may be intercepting those things to introduce something new that you've never seen. And it may be in conflict with what you already feel is already coming together. But it's not a conflict at all. It looks like a blessing. It looks like divine intervention, slowing you down because they're preparing something you can't imagine. Decrease with the moon and the Six of Swords. It's like you really can't imagine this. You may feel like life is going to get better, and then something comes in to change it, and then you go, life can't get better from here. Based on my calculations and my experience on this in this plane, this is what happens when these things are brought together. Spirit's like, hold my beer. I don't know why that came out, but they always make jokes with me, and it's funny because I'm like, really, that's not spiritual. That's not, you know what I mean? But I guess you know how this how it goes. Letting go with the Five of Swords and the Page of Wands. You've got to let go of having a strategy, because this strategy is going to lead you down a dark path, and not a dark path like, oh, now you're going down to the ditch with this one, but more of an energy of like, by the time you reach the point where spirit is trying to bless you and change things for your in your favor, you're going to be deadlocked. You're going to run into a dead end and all of your manifestations, and then you're going to sabotage the situation. You're going to self-sabotage by being very impulsive. You have to let go of having a strategy right now. This part of your journey or the next part of your journey is going to feel like you're going to feel like an alien. You're going to feel like no one has ever experienced what the heck I'm going through right now. And I think you've gone through that quite a bit for you to feel for any type, like, people have to think for there to be Capricorns, that in Capricorn and Saturn, right? Everything is just so it goes around and it does what it does, and it has a cycle, and that's just it. It's discipline. It's the father planet. For this sign to be in existence, that means that there was too many mysterious series of unfortunate events, because no one is going to try to control spirit if things were great, because then you're like, here, take the wheel. I'm just going to lay back here and pass out for a sec. You go ahead and drive. So for Capricorns to be in existence, for that principality to exist, there have been so many things that were thrown out of balance from lack of discipline. Therefore, I can see where spirit is saying you need to let go of thinking you can have a plan and jump through loopholes because you can see the plan. You already know what you need to do. You can cut corners where you need to because you already know what's going to go down. Spirit is saying let that go. There's some parts of this that's out of your control. And if you control it too far, you will run into a dead end, and then you will start making really impulsive decisions that will mess up everything. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there, and I hope that made sense. 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups with the Sacred Temple. There is someone in your space. If this is not a romantic interest, if this is not your family, then Spirit is saying that you have a soul family. But there's something about the person that you're with that is meant to be there. So if you're in a romantic connection, this spirit energy is as such. This bond is very strong. With Temperance, there's a purpose to it, and it's meant to be, and it's about to change. Something new is about to be thrown in. You may feel like, for some of you, you may be afraid that all of this there's going to be problem after problem now. But they're saying that it's not meant to be that way. It's meant to be harmonious. Everything is supposed to line up. So if you get control of your need to have things disciplined and in order, and you know the next step, you're going to see a beautiful transformation in your romantic partnerships and your family connections, even your friendships. And so I'm going to leave that here with you, because they're showing a fear that things are not going to come together. But they're telling you that whatever happened before cannot happen again. The storm is past. The sky is clear. It's just that you may still be on the side where the storm is still kind of blowing a little bit. You might still feel remnants of the mist of the rain. But it's going by. It's passing you by. So something new is being introduced. They're not really saying what, but a lot of times Ace of Wands would be like, for some of you, there could be a child. For others of you, this could be Ace of Wands is always a spark of life, an inspiration, a new idea, a new career idea, anything, right? Something exciting is coming it's not going to mess anything up. It's actually going to be a blessing. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Cancer, Sagittarius, or Scorpio main signs. We also have Leo or Aries. So you could be a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp dealing with a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp or a Cancer Leo cusp. But if you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.